So today I've changed the brake and clutch lever for some Aftermarket red colour, which goes really well. It's exactly the same colour as the forks. They're adjustable. I've never changed any before, and I tried to look on online on YouTube to see if anyone had had this exact type on there, and I couldn't see much, so I thought I'd make a quick video for any of you that want to change them. They're about £35. I'll put the link on so you can see where I got them from on Amazon. It's supposed to be delivered at the end of the month, but came through a lot quicker. We're in lockdown here, so it gave me something to do. But yeah, really pleased with them. They're adjustable. I haven't taken them out on a road trip yet, just to check, but the clutch seems to engage well. I've just adjusted it slightly, just put it in gear, taken it out of gear and given it a quick run here in the garage. But I'll take it out on the road shortly and just check everything's working. So the first thing I'm going to remove is the brake lever. What you need there is a 10mm socket, a 10mm spanner or adjustable, just to remove them. Hopefully it'll come off quite easily. It didn't take too much pressure to come off. Just be careful not to lose the nut on the bottom. That should just drop off. There we go. Just be careful when you're doing this. I'm not sure if there's an insert in here. And that's the lever out. One of the first things I'm going to do is just clean these off and re-grease them, just so when I put the new bars in there, they're all nicely lubricated. Any rubbish that's in there that's contaminated it, it's going to be out. Okay, what I'm going to do here is put a bit of grease, just a little bit on here. I'm just going to rub it in. A little bit in the holes. Just clean any bits that you've got over the side. I'm just going to put the new brake lever on. Should line up nicely. Right, that's starting to come through underneath. So nice and tight. I'm not torque tightening these, just putting them on as tight as they felt when I cracked the nut off last time. Just check the brake lights, not on. It's working fine. These are also adjustable. For the clutch it's slightly different. You've got a 10mm socket needed, or a spanner for the nut underneath, and a flathead screwdriver to remove it from the top. What you need to do here first of all is adjust the clutch. As you can see here, there's just a little bit of movement and then the clutch engages. What we need to do is loosen it off so that once the cable's off, it's not going to be too short and create problems getting it on. So to do that, just undo the locking nut and then move this nut, or turn this into the bike to allow some slack off. And then what you've got to make sure is that these markers here are lined up in the front groove there so that it can come out. That should all be in line. Hopefully it should work. Just be careful, there could be a collar in here. There is a new one with the new lever. This is out. I'm going to clean it all off and grease it. There we go. It's the clutch lever out. There was a little collar in there, as you can see. As the new one's got it in there, I'm just going to use that. And again, I'm going to go through the same process, clean it all off, and then grease it again. As you can see here, got a collar in here. Just going to take that out and give it some grease. Same with the nut here, just a little bit grease. And again, another bit of grease in the housing. And what you can see in here is the groove where the clutch cable is going to engage. That 90 degrees. And what I'm going to do is tighten up. Okay, that's nice and tight. Put the nut on the bottom, tighten it up, finger tight. Just get your 10mm socket on there. Make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, there you go. Now that lever's on, you'll see the clutch has got loads of play in it. Should be just a little bit of play in there, not that much. So what I'm going to do now is tighten up. Check the clutch is engaging on the rear. That's much better. Still a little bit of play. So I'm going to tighten it up just a little bit more. I'm going to tighten up my locking nut. A little bit of play. Put that the same setting as the brake, which is on the second. I'm putting it a bit tighter. Yeah, there's a tiny little bit of play in there now. It's about where you want it. Just wipe any excess grease off. Cover back on. And there you have it. Now all I'm going to do is check the clutch engages, check the brakes work, maybe make some fine adjustments, and that's it.